Alright, so we are doing a little bit more Pokémon Champions. I'm looking at my opponent and I'm not real happy about that team. Realistically, the entire team, though, seems like it's going to be really weak to, or it's going to really suffer from having its attack lowered. I actually don't want him right away. Garchomp. Garchomp is going to be an issue. And I'm pretty sure he knows that. I don't really have a good way to deal with two dragons, so if he's using Garchomp and Dragonite, which is what I think he's going to do, then I'm going to have a really hard time. There's Dragonite and Cleavor. Okay, I'm going to try to get a KO on Cleavor and force Dragonite to wait a turn. But I can already see this match probably isn't going to go my way. I'm expecting Dragonite to Mega... Oh, no, it didn't. Oh my god. That was so much damage. Oh my god, that was so much. I did not think we would do that much damage. My god. Yeah, I've got basically nothing to deal with Cleavor, really. We should have gone after him. Okay, the wild part is the fact that this guy is using Shell Bell reveals him to be absolutely clueless about the game. So I feel actually like really, really bad about how this is going because this guy has... Yeah, this is definitely going to be a loss. Because this guy has no idea how like items and stuff work. Shell Bell is just about the worst item that he could have on there. Yeah, Cleavor is holding a Shell Bell. Shell Bell seems really good on paper because what it does is it causes your Pokemon to heal based on the amount of damage its attack does. That's a reasonably fast Cleavor. See, now he's going to gain a little bit of HP back. The problem is that unless you're getting a one-hit KO on like a Blissey every turn, you're actually going to heal more from leftovers. It's basically a dead item slot. But it doesn't really matter if he's hitting like a truck and then he falls up with Garchomp and Charizard. Yeah, this is a loss. He's not necessarily new, but he definitely doesn't have a good grasp of team building items. Like if I'd gone in here with one solid ice type Pokemon, then I probably would have absolutely decimated his team. And Frostlass with, the whole ice team is actually one of the most popular builds that you're going to see floating around here. Oh my gosh, that's a Palafin. Palafin's going to be a really interesting one to see. Yeah, Palafin really doesn't see much play. I think that my opponent probably picked him because he saw my Charizard. And I think that I'm also going to see Sylveon in here because Charizard's Mega Evolution picks up Dragon type. Yep, okay, so he's prepped for that. So I'm actually going to protect on him and let my opponents waste a move. I think I can one-shot Sylveon. Like, I'm going to drop my... Yes. And if Hydreigon goes after Charizard, which I think is what's going to happen, then I'm in just a... Oh. Okay. Well, I was more worried about... I wasn't so much worried about Palafin, I was more worried about... there we go. Do I have... Yes, I've got super effective on Hydreigon. And I outrun him. I think we're going to see a Mega Beedrill. I was more worried about Sylveon because Charizard is a Dragon type, and so Sylveon would be able to absolutely decimate him. That's why I didn't want to Mega Evolve until I got Sylveon off the field. Now I've got Hydreigon out. The taunt should wear off. The White Herb kicks in. Which means that Sneasler has Unburdened, so by dropping his own item like that, it's actually going to get faster. Yeah, let's go with that. I think he probably has Sturdy, so it's... Oh, nope, never mind. That may have been the most one-sided match ever. That also may have been a bot. That felt very body to me. Okay, we're seeing a similar setup over here. I want to change it up just a little bit. I want Queenie in this one. This, oh, lady, this girl's got a interesting team composition over here. Momoa and Mousehold. I did not expect those first. Alright, I'm going with Fake Out on Mousehold. Protect. I'm fine with that. Mouse will use Protect. Okay, that's interesting. Something tells me I'm going to regret not taking out Mousehold. He wants me to go after Mousehold anyways, okay. Unburden kicks in, get my stats back to normal. Oh god. A whole bunch of buffs there. Gonna send in his next Pokemon. I don't think this one's a bot. I also don't think that I can safely switch anything in here. Okay, so we got the Mega Charizard over here. Second rounded route. I hope that I can still... I did get a speed bonus, so I think that I can still outrun his Momo. And not score a KO. Okay. anything good for that. But oh, I kind of thought that at least one of my guys would be able to outrun him. And he's got one more Pokemon coming out too. Crocodile. Ooh. Yes. As long as this Charizard doesn't protect, I think I can still win this. Okay. Protected by Brick Break. I've still got Solar Beam. I think that's a win. Alright. Alright, King Gambit was definitely the right choice here. Oh, it didn't give me an option to keep battling. Cutscene time. Alright, I'm gonna take a real quick break. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Quick break, just had to find a spare phone charger. Okay, that right there, that might go on the cover. I need let's get our claim in. Look at what missions we've got done. Wow, I'm not getting any of these done. Got some rank up rewards. There we go. And that text just went so slow that I want to go back and... yeah. Oh, it'll let me choose it'll let me choose Swim Trunks Guy as a title, but it won't actually let me show up in nothing but Swim Trunks. Wild. Okay, wild. I'm just taking a look at some of the titles that you can pick up through this. Oh, I could pick up Pokemaniac here soon. All I have to do is win one more fight with Giddy Old Man. One more fight with King Gambit gets me Pokemaniac. Alright, let's do just a couple more matches. Seems like I'm getting matched pretty much just against Japan right now. Oh my god. This team. Okay, so I know Whimsicott is coming out first, and it's something I need to be aware of. I still want to open with Elizabeth and Sneasler. Who needs a name? And then I'm gonna need some water in here, and I want Queenie. I feel like instead of Sneasler, I should have picked Levon on this one. I also need to give a name to Sneasler. Yeah, so that's exactly the duo that I didn't want to see at the beginning. I want to try to fake out Whimsicott and see if I can knock it out before it can get off a tail or something. Whimsicott looks pretty harmless, but it's got the Prankster ability, which lets it always go first as long as it's not using a attacking move. So right there, I cause it to flinch. Garchomp set up Stealth Rock. Interesting move, not a very common one here. Okay, Whimsicott is down. Oh, and Garchomp is burned. So in addition to dealing damage, burn also decreases its attack. I think that I just won with that turn. Like, I still have to see 2 of his Pokemon in the rear, but I'm way ahead right now. I try to take out Garchomp, and I'm going to try to get a really good Dire Claw on Dragonite. So Dragonite is, yep, Mega Evolving. I think Sneasler might still outrun it. Yes, it does. Wow, that did nothing. Okay, so I'm actually I'm expecting another Thunderbolt on Elizabeth. So I'm going to protect, and I'm going to go for a close combat. It's not going to do a ton of damage. I'm going to go for a close combat on Dragonite. That was a mistake. I should have double protected. Realistically, I should have double protected. Because I think Garchomp is going to get KO'd by its burn this turn. So if I double protected, I'd still be 1-up. Color me wrong. Okay, I'm going to take some damage from Stealth Rock. Man, I got nothing on here. Take the hit on this. Okay, and with that, I may actually have lost. Because that's going to be super effective on Queenie. Garchomp's going to get KO'd by Burn. I've got Watson out. His Dragonite's taken a fair amount of damage already. If he sends out Incineroar, I think that I win. Scizor, I don't have a good answer for. Try for a KO. Got the KO. Okay, I'm back in a good place. I'm back in a very good place. Sizor is a very... Wow, Sizor is slower. I should have just straight up attacked her. Okay, so once again, Burn deals damage and decreases its attack, so it can't do a lot. So I am in a very, very good place right now. Kowtow Cleave never misses. Actually, which is higher? Kowtow Cleave at 85? Kowtow Cleave is definitely a better attack. As slow as Sizor is, I have no reason to think that Kowtow Cleave is going to go last. Wow, Queenie is slower than I think. And Burn for the KO. Oh, you can see a Cherish Ball on that player's belt. Let's do one more. Win or lose, preferably win. Let's do one more tonight. Tuna Boy? Was that the name that I just saw in there? Tuna Boy. Okay, he's got a good stuff team. We're looking at... So his entire bottom half there is all Pokemon that he wants to be out turn 1. I want Watson in the end. I'm kind of hoping that he brings out Whimsicott in front again. Charizard and Whimsicott. Okay, so he's going for a Mega Evolution and also probably Tailwind. Intimidate does basically nothing here. That was a terrible move for me. But I am going to get off the Fake Out. That's basically guaranteed. Either he's taken his time or one of us has disconnected. Alright, there's the Mega Evolution. Gonna get a... Yep, Drought is out. That's smart. He wants to give Whimsicott a turn to set up. I should have used Flare Blitz. think I might still be able to get it with extreme speed, though. Okay. I'm okay with this. This is okay with me. Whimsicott down. Alright, so my opponent has now gained basically nothing. He set the weather that I want. He switched into an attack, not a very strong one, but, you know, one that leaves him a little bit weakened. He lost his major support Pokemon, and now he's going to do Sneasler out here. Sneasler is going to want to Sneasler is going to want to go ahead and fake me out. So I'm actually going to double protect. I'm going to let him use up his fake out. If he's really smart, then he might be gaming me, and he'll actually... He didn't. Wow. It's very possible that we just all four used Protect. Or we may have just used 3 and Garchomp used. Ha! Okay. So he's definitely broadcast his next move. I got Dire Claw that's, or Close Combat that's not very effective on either of them. But I'm going to try to get the Garchomp. I might outspeed Garchomp. I probably could have attacked into that. He switched him out in order to make room for another Earthquake. So if I can get a KO on this Garchomp, not quite. So Earthquake is only going to affect my Sneasler. It's probably going to be enough to KO it. It is. But that's okay. Because Levon, ha ha ha. He's going to be able to take out Garchomp with extreme speed. Before Garchomp can get another Earthquake off. My opponent might protect Garchomp, which would probably the best thing he can do right now is protect Garchomp. Because that would leave Levon open to get blasted with Solar Beam, which is kind of normal damage. It's gonna hurt, but not enough to score a KO. Yeah, that's not much at all. All right. So once again, I'm looking at a double protect. because I don't want Sneasel's Fake Out to do any additional damage. It would basically give him a one-turn advantage by using Protect on both. That prevents any of them from taking damage this turn. He uses up his Fake Out. Uses up his Close Combat. Okay, Close Combat actually puts me in a bad place because I know he's going to get a KO on Levon. I can do some chip damage with Extreme Speed first. That should also activate his white. Does he not have a white herb? There it is. Now I'm in a pretty bad place. Now I'm in a pretty good place. Now I'm in a really good place. Okay, I think that I've got this one. But that should be his last Pokemon. And I'm over here, I've forgotten to Mega Evolve. We're going with Thunderbolt just because Hydro Pump missed like 3 times in a row last time. I've literally just been sitting here forgetting to Mega Evolve, which raises all my stats, so it's taking so much less damage. I think my opponent's still going after Elizabeth. Yep. Alright. Yeah, he can see it. Okay. A win's a win. I will take it. That wasn't luck, that was pure skill. There was a little bit of luck. Yeah, every burn that time was luck. Alright, so let's check out what we got. We won 5 ranked battles. We got some VP out of that. Looks like 3 achievements off of this. Okay, we got a Charizard hit. 10 battles with Charizard, very nice. Ooh, I can become a Charizard professor. I'm 1 Arcanine away from being an Arcanine admirer. Got the Rocker title, there's something, and Pokemaniac. Yeah, 4 wins and 1 loss. I will call that a good night. As I'm getting a little bit higher, and wow, these are awful. I haven't earned any badges. Boo-hoo. I will gladly raise the Pokemaniac tag, though. Alright, and so that is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys for joining me in my journey in Pokemon Champions. The mobile version is coming out real soon. It's supposed to be out this month. So you can join me on that. And also there's a promo coming up for that. So if you have I don't see where the news is, but if you happen to come in about the time that they put in the mobile version, you'll be able to get a free Raichu, as well as both of the Raichu Megastones. Look at my poor Arcanine. He needs to come over here. Alright, so, as always, I try to do these streams on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday over on Twitch, twitch.com/AlolanProfessor. If you're watching me on Twitch, you can catch the replay of this on YouTube with the same name, youtube.com/AlolanProfessor. As always, have a wonderful night and Alola.